I'm struggling this week. I'm struggling to make sense out of the circumstances I'm finding myself in. When I was young and dreaming about my future, I pictured a far different reality than I find myself in today. Were those childhood dreams just that, an immature fantasy world? Or is there something there that can still be salvaged? These are the types of questions I ask myself when I look around the spaces that I own and care for. I struggle with parting with a very important tool, money, because in these times I honestly don't know if it will be replenished. I spend my resources on only what is essential for living and maintaining a modest level of comfort. I don't allow the little extras. Not now. I'm trepidatious. Trepidation is a noun that means a feeling of fear or agitation about something that may happen. I can't see to the bottom in these muddy waters that have been stirred by unseen forces. I don't know where it's safe to put down my foot. I'm balancing on one foot and testing the ground with just the toes of my other foot to see if the ground beneath me is solid. It's unnerving to have to make major life decisions while in this state of trepidatious imbalance. I'm like a deer in the headlights. I'm stuck. I'm telling you this because I can't seem to even make decisions about our household menu. I don't have the healthiest relationship with food as it is, which is a story for another time. But right now I'm struggling with making good, nutritious food with the ingredients that I have, instead of the ingredients that I want to have. I'm also getting burnt out on cooking, generally. I know that I should be grateful that we have food to eat at all, and I am. I'm doing my best. I know that I'm doing my best, but I'm struggling. So I am going to show you what we ate this past week. I won't have a complete breakdown of the prices, but I can assure you that I have never cooked more frugally. I haven't been grocery shopping in 12 days. Don't worry, we have plenty of food. I just can't bring myself to go buy food when we have food in the house. Can you relate? Also, I'm going to end this frugal shopping cooking challenge here for now. I need some time to find my balance again. I need some time to do something else. What that is, I can't tell you because I'm not sure myself. Please know that I thank all of you for communicating with me on this platform and encouraging me with your words. I hope that these frugal weekly meal videos have brought you encouragement and inspiration as well. Be blessed. Hi friends, today is Friday, October the 16th. I had 2 cups of coffee this morning. I'm starting to get hungry for real food. It's around 12:07 and I thought I would show you what I made myself for lunch. Now I don't feel like having a yogurt bowl right now. So I have some of Spanish rice left over from Taco Tuesday. I have just a little bit of this chicken fajita meat left over, and then I put some of the nacho cheese sauce on top. So I am going to sit down, enjoy this, and work on my video. So I am going to make country potato soup for dinner, and I got this recipe from The Magnolia Table by Joanna Gaines, and I checked it out at the library before the pandemic. It was sometime not this summer, but the summer before. It had just come out, and I have used this recipe before and it's really good. So right now I'm going to cut my carrots up. I have 3 carrots. It says 3 celery stalks, but these are kind of small. You can see my celery's kind of sad. These are kind of small, so I'm just going to cut all of that up. And then I'm also looking in my Celebrate Year Round, the best of Celebrate Autumn, Winter, Spring, and Summer by Gooseberry Patch. And I'm looking in the Autumn Halloween section because I want to make something, some sort of pumpkin bread. And I do have a recipe for pumpkin bread, but I just kind of want to look. I just love looking in these Gooseberry Patch recipe books because of all of the illustrations. They're just fun. But I'm going to get started on chopping up my vegetables. Six cups of chicken broth now that I've cooked my vegetables down. And this is what I use for chicken broth. I buy the big thing of Knorr chicken bouillon. I may need to add a little bit more because I think I chopped up too many potatoes. So the recipe says do 6 medium large russet potatoes. And you can see I may have chopped up a few too many. So I don't know if I will add them all. And then just add some water, or if I will keep some of the potatoes maybe for tomorrow morning for breakfast and keep them in water. So you can, I just made a mess. You can keep cut up potatoes, but you have to keep it in water. I have that many left. I think I am going to save these for tomorrow morning. So I got a little ahead of myself. I was supposed to add a half a cup of flour and stir it before I added the chicken broth. Now I don't know if I'm going to make a huge mess or not, but the recipe says to add flour, so I'm going to add flour. Hopefully it doesn't clump up on me, but what am I going to do? See, I'm doing a lot of things at once and I'm getting frazzled. I'm not the kind of person who can do a lot of things at once, to be honest with you. So I'm also going to use this big thing of garlic I get from Sam's instead of mincing my own garlic. I'm supposed to use 6 cloves minced, so I'm just going to add a heaping tablespoon. That's more like 2 tablespoons. So I've decided to make this frightfully good apple cheddar bread from Celebrate Year Round from Gooseberry Patch. So this is what it looks like. You can see the cheddar running through it. Can't see any apples right now. Little crumb fell down right here. I'll let you know how it tastes. It's a little bit sweet, even though I only put a half a cup of sugar in there. You could definitely eat it with a meal though. I like it. So good morning. Today is Saturday, October the 17th. And do you remember the potatoes from yesterday? I put them in salted water, so I'm going to make those this morning. It's almost 10 o'clock. And this is the animal fat that I showed you when I cleaned out my fridge. Sorry, my son is feeding the dogs. So I don't know why, but potatoes cook really well in, I don't know the science behind it, in animal fat. So I'm going to use this. It's free, not technically, I paid for it, but you know, it's still fat you might not think to save. So I'm going to drain the potatoes and cook them in some of this. So I just cracked 8 eggs, and then I added the egg white that I had from yesterday from the apple banana bread when I just used the 1 egg yolk. And I'm going to add a little bit of milk. And I haven't added my salt and pepper yet. I'm just eyeballing it. I'm just adding, that was probably like 3 tablespoons. It wasn't much. And then because I have extra, I'm going to add the sour cream from my food box that you saw. So I'm just going to add like, this is a soup spoon. I'm just going to add that in there, just to give it some extra creaminess, a few extra calories, and some lightness and fluffiness. I do try and scrape every little bit off. And then you just mix up the sour cream where you whisk it up. I'm going to add my salt and my pepper, and then when my potatoes are done, which I am cooking them right now. So you want to cover your potatoes at first so you can retain the moisture and they can cook all the way through. And then when you're done, you want to take the lid off so that they'll crisp up. So this is breakfast. So I'm going to cut up this cantaloupe because if you can see, it's getting a little misshapen. So I'm going to cut them both up while I'm here. And I don't know if this will be big enough. I think I need to get a bigger one. So I'm not making pizza tonight, as you can see. We had 3, if you've watched any of my past cooking videos, you've seen in my freezer that I've had 2 hamburger patties and 3 chicken patties for a while. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to make it easy on myself today. And we're just going to have those. We had these 4 leftover buns, which, by the way, I do not recommend these for garlic bread. They're too sweet. I didn't like them. In fact, I didn't eat both mine yesterday. I gave most of my other one away. So Mark grilled everything outside, and we don't have tomatoes, but we have these little peppers. We have the onions. And so he's making everybody a burger. I'm going to have a chicken burger. Preston's been having chicken burgers at school, so he's going to have a regular hamburger. Mark can have whatever he wants, chicken or hamburger, beef. So I think we're gonna have chips and dip with this. And then Preston and I are making breakfast for the next couple of days, like Monday through Wednesday. So he's making the banana chocolate chip baked oatmeal cups that you guys see me make quite a lot. He offered to help. And I made banana nut muffins, but I added cocoa powder and I added just a few, just maybe like a fourth of a cup of the mini chocolate chips. So those are in the oven right now, and Preston is finishing those up. And what I do with when my bananas are starting to, I know y'all love it when I open my freezer and refrigerator and show you what a mess it is. But whenever my bananas are starting to look bad, I just throw them in here like this. I know some people cut it up and put it in a Ziploc bag, but I should because my refrigerator's a mess. So that is what is going on. And what time is it? Like 5?
Yeah, 5:15.
It's just a little after 5, so we're getting a little hungry. This is our dinner, complete with not diet Dr. Pepper. I know.
Who needs it?
But we don't do this very often, so I don't feel bad. I feel kind of bad. So it's Sunday. We just got home from church, and we had a little bit of the potato soup left over. We had a tiny bit of the chicken fajita meat. We had one piece of chicken from the chicken burger yesterday. And we had, on that chicken burger was some of the grilled vegetables Mark made. So I cut everything up, put it in here, added a can of black beans, added strips of corn tortilla, and we put sour cream on the top and cream cheese. And then we're also having the apple cheddar bread toasted. Good morning, friends. Today is October the 19th, and Mark and I are going to have yogurt bowls. It's our homemade yogurt, an apple, half a granola bar piece, some walnuts, some cacao nibs, and a little honey and cinnamon sugar.
On apples.
So I wanted to show you that I made this on, I think it was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday. So I made the oatmeal cups that I always make, and sorry, I got some chocolate on my finger. You've also seen me make these. These are the banana nut muffins. I added a half a cup of cocoa powder and like a quarter cup of mini chocolate chips because I didn't want just regular banana muffins. So you've seen this recipe. I make it all the time. I got it from the internet. Organize Yourself Skinny. And then this is the banana nut muffin. Do you know, or have you ever gotten these in the mail and then some people order them and then you find the whole like recipe book at Goodwill, or somebody gives them to you, or find them at a garage sale? I just keep some of the ones that seem very like actually usable to me, and this is a good recipe, banana nut muffins. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a full recipe on it, because this is a really good recipe. So I made those on Saturday, and then this is the amount of apple cheddar bread we have left. It was an absolute hit, I'm telling you. You have to try this recipe. Mark, we cleaned out the freezer a little bit because we got the farmer's box again today. The place that we're going is distributing them on Monday. Next week will be the last week, so I think they did it for 4 weeks. Like I said, just go online. One of my subscribers said that you will have better luck finding out about it through YouTube. So if you can't find it on Google, just search it up on YouTube, and hopefully you will be able to find a distributor in your area. So we hadn't finished up all the milk from the week before, and I don't know if you know, you can freeze milk, you just have to take some of it out. So I took probably that much of the milk out, put that in the freezer. So we have all of this stuff from the freezer that I need to find something to do with, as you can see. So I need to clean out this freezer now. I had all of these bottles in the big freezer because we live in a hurricane area, and I'm going to keep the bottles, but I'm not going to keep the ice. I'll probably set them out on the front porch and then use those to water my plants. And I will put these things, I got this on clearance at a health food store. This is malto meal. I use this to make muffins. Have you guys ever made the magic muffins? They're really good. I also have cornmeal, whole wheat flour, self-rising flour because I don't use this a whole lot, and then regular flour. So Mark made dinner tonight. What did you make?
I made pork stroganoff with onions, mushrooms. Cut up the pork and dredged it in flour. Browned it with the onions, added the mushrooms, and then just made a gravy, and now I'm adding the sour cream.
So Mark also made egg noodles and 2 cans of green beans.
With a quarter of an onion.
With a quarter of an onion.
And a tablespoon of garlic.
Tablespoon of garlic. That is our dinner Monday night. Good morning, friends. Today is Tuesday, October the 20th, I believe. It's about 10 o'clock, and I'm having my usual yogurt bowl. That's just 1 apple cut up. Can you believe that? And I only used half of this granola pack. And I'm going to put the other half in the refrigerator because I don't want to use the whole one. So I'm going to sit down and enjoy this because I'm hungry. So tonight is Taco Tuesday, and I got these beans at the Dollar Tree. It's a pound of black beans. I usually go through them to make sure there's no rocks or anything. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put them in a pan, a pot, and I'm going to rinse them. And then I'm going to boil them for 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to turn off the heat, and then later I'll be able to cook them. I'm doing the quick soak method. So I cut up some of those peppers that you saw me buy from the Fruit King. And one of the green pepper, I have one little green pepper growing on my pepper plant outside, and I cut it up. And I cut up extra for pizza. Hopefully we'll be able to do pizza this Saturday. And I just went ahead and cut them up. And I'm going to put these in the freezer. And I also got out, where's my onion? I also got out this red onion. I'm going to cut it up. So what I'm doing is making Jeff's Spanish rice. So I just thought that would be pretty for the fall to have all those different colors. And then the red onion as well. So, yep, that's what I'm doing right now. So it is 1:55 and I'm starting to feel a little bit hungry because I ate at 10 o'clock. And so I'm having a ham and cheese sandwich. I went a little crazy. I put 2 pieces of ham. I figured the extra fat would help make me full with the mayo and the Dijon mustard. We're out of yellow mustard. We're also out of sliced cheese. That's why I had to use cheddar. You may have seen this on my counter. And if you've been with me a while, you know what it is. I save my chicken bones, and when I get a full enough bag, I make bone broth, and my husband actually turned this on yesterday. He turned this on probably around 11 or 12, and it's 2 o'clock now, so it's been going for 24 hours. I may let it go a little bit longer, probably until I go pick up Preston and get home. So I made my Spanish rice. The black beans are here. I let them come to a boil and I turned them off. The lid still feels warm. There's water in here. So I'm going to eat this sandwich. I'm going to go sit down and eat this sandwich, and hopefully it will fill me up. And if not, I will show you what else I'm going to eat. I just finished this banner. I don't know if you can see it because of the light, but it says trick or treat. And I got that from Pinterest, and I put 2 banners together. Like, I printed them out on my printer, but it was just supposed to be this banner, but I went ahead and added the little pumpkins on the top. I don't know if I like it or not. I'll live with it for a couple days. I mean, Halloween's like a week away anyway. What do you guys think? So I am still hungry. I'm gonna have the other piece of granola bar. And this is a Dove chocolate. I think it's from Christmas a couple years ago. And I'm going to put some ice in here. Just has water. Make some more ice water. Then I'm gonna go get Preston. So I'm watching Dr. Grande. If you haven't ever watched him, he's very soothing. It's also very interesting. But I just made my flour tortillas. This is not the recipe. This is a recipe I've used the last couple times because I cannot find my book. And I don't know where it went to, but this is from Cochinaware. Right there. Cochinaware. So I made 12 dough balls. I'm gonna let them rest. I pulled out a package of the hamburger that you saw me buy a couple weeks ago that I divided into 5 packages, and I'm going to put it in my skillet. I'm still drinking my water because I'm already heating my skillet up. So I'm going to cook that up, add some taco seasoning, and then I will show you what I made for dinner. This is dinner. This is my plate. This is Mark's plate. I didn't, I have lettuce, no tomatoes. I didn't cut up the lettuce. I guess I ran out of time. Mismanaged my time. So, but we have green sauce, so that's made out of tomatillo. So, and we have sour cream, and that's Preston's, and we're gonna eat. Kate's at work. Hers is in the microwave.
Thanks for dinner, babe.
So, good morning, afternoon, friends. Today is Wednesday. It's 12:03 noon, Wednesday the 21st, and I'm hungry. I didn't eat breakfast, so I'm going to show you what I made. These are the leftover tortillas from last night. Yeah, my kitchen's a bit of a mess. I have 2 left over. I had 4 left over. The kids usually eat them with butter and cinnamon sugar, but they didn't ask for it, so I have 2 left over. Anyway, I'm so hungry I can't even think. So I fried up a hash brown patty. I country scrambled 3 eggs, and this is my last piece of sliced cheese. I cut it in half and put it on either side. So I have these hash browns that you can buy. They're probably not the best, and I've had them in here a while. You've probably seen them. And so, yeah, I just fried up one of those, and I'm gonna go eat because I need to. Dinner tonight is gonna be simple. don't know if you guys will remember, I bought these for half off. These are like 14 or 16 cents a piece. These are mini bow ties. I figured I should do 2. That's a little more than a pound because they're 7 ounces a piece. And then I already made like the sauce. So this is 1 whole onion, one of those whole onions. The bag of bell peppers that I put in the freezer, I didn't feel like chopping up bell peppers tonight, so I used those. I used a tiny little bit of the poblano peppers that I had frozen, and I used 1 lick of sausage, some garlic, and a can of diced tomatoes. So this whole meal right here, this probably cost, the sausage cost like $2.13 or something. The can of diced tomatoes probably cost anywhere between 70 cents and, let's say, around 70 to 75 cents. The onion was free. The bell peppers, I used maybe like 1/3 of one of those bags, and I got 3 of those bags for $2. So that made them what, like, I don't know, 66 cents a piece. So 1/3 of that would be like 22 cents. So this is a very, very, very economical meal. I may add some of that nacho cheese sauce to it, but I'm not sure yet. This is what the dinner looks like plated up, and then we have 4 crackers with cheese. That should be enough. If not, we do have plenty of leftovers. Good morning, friends. Today is Thursday, I believe October the 22nd. And I believe everyone got up and made themselves eggs and English muffins this morning. But I'm going to have an oat cup and a muffin, and I think we have 2 oat cups left and like 3 muffins left. But I don't feel like making anything today. This was easy. So that is what I'm going to have this morning. This is what I'm having for lunch today. I know it looks super exciting. I'm having a ham, mustard, and cheese sandwich. And I'm having 1 serving. A serving is 1/2 cup, and I measured it, of cottage cheese. Now I wanted to eat some fruit with it, but I don't feel like having an apple. I don't want raisins. What I really want are pears, but all we have is a humongous can, and I want to open it and deal with putting it away in the refrigerator, so this is what I'm going to have. Ooh. And my ice water. So this is tonight's dinner. You guys know we got a lot of potatoes, chicken nuggets, and this is still that huge bag of Normandy vegetables. I just didn't put any carrots in there. So this is our dinner tonight, and Mark's lunch for tomorrow.